Hello, fellow comic book lovers, collectors, and aficionados. Here, Vin Crew with his weekly bitch, his back issue comic haul. And before we start, I just want to wish everyone a happy and safe Halloween, and hope that you get all the tricks and or treats that you are looking for. So let's get started here. We'll do the hot movie, TV, that sort of a thing. Blah 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 blah. Really quiet week again this week. Probably the two biggest news items were this one here. They cast a young lady last night for a prominent role in the upcoming Guardian of the Galaxy 2 movie. And she is French Asian, and because of that, the latter, they are speculating, and this character has always been the lead horse in the race, so to speak. It's going to be Mantis, who's going to be the character that she was cast for. They have not gone and said that yet. They have not announced that. So if you're interested in Mantis's first appearance, if that's the character that she is playing, then this is the book you're looking for, Avengers 112. I featured this a long time ago. You know, there's other characters that they're mentioning. She could be playing Moondragon. My dark horse pick, and it's just a dark horse, is Cersei. A couple other ones. But anyway, the lead horse, like I said, so to speak, is Mantis, which is this book right here. Another interesting piece of news was that they are doing, apparently they are in the process of looking at doing a live action, I want to say it's a movie, it could be TV though, version of Micronauts. So if you're a big Micronauts fan, there you go. Pick up this book right here, Micronauts #1. All right, so let's, I want to do some Halloween-based pickups. I'm still working on these books I picked up from the last few weeks, so please bear with me here. I'll eventually get caught up to where I'm back to showing you the stuff I'm picking up actually last week, but this is still stuff. So, all right, picked up Jack Davis's Tales from the Crypt by Fantagraphics. Now, this book confuses me a little bit. My price guide that I go by, my database is Comic Price Guide, and the only book that I could find was a free comic book day version of this book. And it's different because on the free comic book day, this NEC logo right here, this white one, is down over here, and there was something else that was different. So and this doesn't say FCBD or Free Comic Book Day anywhere on it. So I don't know I don't think that is the one. But anyway, found a Secret Avengers #6, Amanda Connor's variant. This is the vampire variant. And as you can see, you got Scott Lang there trying to bite Black Widow. Thought that was kind of cool. All right, got to give a nod out to Tom Ryan and Matt Comic Hoarder, who brought this particular artist to my attention. And it all started, we were discussing Airboy, and one of the covers we were all kind of looking for, and was done by this artist who happens to be Dave Stevens. And so we have Alien Worlds #4, and this is the one that I think is super appropriate for Halloween, is the three-dimensional Seduction of the Innocent. Both of them by Dave Stevens. Look at those covers, huh? Is that not gorgeous or what, huh? Oh, so I'm definitely on the lookout for more Dave Stevens stuff. All right, this one I was super happy to find. Well, actually, let's do this one first. When I was at the Fall Con a few weeks ago, I noticed these at a few people's tables, a couple, three, and they all wanted between $50 and $80, I think it was, for this book. And if it would have been, the other version, I might have entertained that price, but I thought, no, I'm not going to do this. And I recently went to my local half-price books and saw it there for $50. And I went home and I texted my buddies and I said, why is this book so darn expensive? And Matt said that, well, $50 is not unrealistic for that book. Actually, it's a very fair price. And on eBay, that's easy $100 book in near mint condition. And I sure enough went and looked, and I couldn't even find one on eBay. I could only find one in a group form. And yeah, so it's a tough book to find, and very sought after. And what this book is so I said, okay, I'm still not going to pay 50 for this book. On a rare occasion, I can get these people to haggle because I bought enough from them. If I can find the person that's in charge of the comics, because there's different managers or whatever that do different sections. So sure enough, I was lucky to find that. And I told Matt, I said, if I can get them down to 40, I'll probably buy it. Well, geez, I actually got them down to 35. And it was for this book right here, which is The Goon by Eric Powell. Now, this is the Albatross version, which comes after. There's bestsellers. There's another book which is escaping me. And then there's the Avatar version, which it was the Avatar or the bestsellers was the books I were looking for. But this comes next. And this is sought after because it's all Eric Powell. This is all done by Eric Powell. So if you're a big Goon fan or you're an Eric Powell fan, you might want to look for that book. All right. This book I was super surprised to find for $5 at FallCon. Evil Ernie #2 from the first Malibu series. This is the first cover appearance of Lady Death and the second appearance of Evil Ernie and Lady Death. So very happy about that. All right. Still keeping on. Maybe we'll do a little bit of magic here. I was lucky enough to finish my Doctor Strange Series 1 run with these two books here, 177 and 178. Also lucky to be able to finish my Zatanna run. And I know one of these I think actually came from Evan, but I can't remember, so I'm going to show it anyways. Number 10, number 11, and number 16, which 16 is one of the money books in that series. So happy to be able to have these series knocked off my list here. People who've watched my stuff or know me, they know that I love things like DC Millenniums, DC Universe. I love Marvel's Legends, Toy Biz reprints, things of that nature. So was lucky enough to find some of those. I found Weapon X #1 and Amazing Spider-Man 437, as well as this book right here, which I'm super stoked to find this book. This book here could be, I think, has the potential to turn into something. I don't think people realize how hard it is to find this particular book. And this series, The Young Avengers, especially #1, is really getting promoted by some of these speculator sites. And in fact, if you look at eBay, one of these books here, there's 4 versions of Young Avengers #1. There's this one, the Toy Biz or Legends, I can't remember. The regular edition, which is right here. You have the director's cut, which I don't own that one. I have to find that one. And then the one that everyone is looking for is this book right here, Young Avengers, The Wizard World Los Angeles one. This book here has been selling. It's sold as close to as much as $100 raw, believe it or not. So if you can find this book, you might want to suggest, I might suggest picking it up. All right, this is, I found, we'll do this one first. Now, that's it for pretty much the Halloween stuff. So let's get these out of the way. All right. Here's some other stuff. Here's Quasar. The only one reason I'm showing it. One is I'm still needing one issue to finish this series, but this has Thanos on the cover. I need a 59. If anybody has a 59 of this series they'd like to trade, let me know. All right. So this is interesting. This is, I got to take it out. This is Quasar. Well, there's 2. Now, this was shown a while back, and it got kind of hot for a little while. So maybe for some of you that weren't around when this book was first talked about, might find this interesting. This is the part that you're going to find pretty easily. This is Quasar #32. I hope you can see that, number 32 right there. All right, and it has the same, this cover right here, but it has the newsstand, or I mean the direct edition. All right, so. But the newsstand, which is right here, you can see the newsstand, actually, same cover, see that, is actually #1. Now, they do that with issues 32, 33, and 34. It goes 1, 2, and 3 if it's the newsstand. This is obviously much harder to find, and people were really kind of hot on this for a little while, and I never was able to find one or get one in a trade, so happy to finally have that. So if you can find it, it's pretty cool. Like I said, this one is the much harder one to find. All right, moving along. All right, found Wonder Woman 100. This is the direct, or the standard edition, excuse me. The other version is all the ones that came out after the Crisis reboot. Not all of them, but most of the 100s were those black covers with sparkly names on the cover, and then they had the standard version. This is much harder to find, much harder to find. So, all right. Found X-Men 20, which is the first appearance of Lucifer. All right. This one's kind of cool. I've seen this. I've seen it a few times in people's collection. This is Battle Pope #1. Now, Battle Pope #1. There's two versions of this. There's the image version, which is basically the reprint, has the same cover as this, and then there's the Funkatron, which is this book right here. This is the one you want to find. This is the first version of Battle Pope. All right. Okay, this one, I read this book I read about this character on a site. They did a story about characters that actually could whoop Hulk's butt. And they mentioned this character right here, who really isn't talked about much. Johnny Sorrow, who makes his appearance here in Secret Origins of Supervillains. And he's a pretty cool, right here. I'm not going to go into a lot of background onto this guy, because in case you want to read about him, I want you to figure out what he's about. But I'd suggest it's not a hard, well, it's a kind of a hard book to find, but it shouldn't be very expensive. But this guy has got some badass powers if you're not familiar with them. So I might suggest picking that up. I found a couple of cool Elseworlds. I owned one of these already, which was this one, but this one's an upgrade for me, so I do have one of these up for trade now. Superman Speeding Bullets. That's obviously, this is where Superman was raised by the Waynes and became Batman, but still had the Superman powers. Gotham by Gaslight. This is Magnolia, and this is where oh my God, brain fart. I'm so sorry. I know you guys know what this is about, and you guys can. But those are awesome books there. Sorry, I can't believe I had a brain fart on that. Found my Adam Hughes Power Girl #1, which I'm happy about. Still working on that run though. Found the 5th print, or the 2nd printing of the 4th printing to Sex Criminals #1. I always loved that cover, so when I saw it, I jumped all over it. Couple of Marvel Ages. This one's been talked about already. You know all about it. This is number 82, first appearance of Strife and Cable. But this one here I thought was kind of interesting. The Marvel graphic novel of the Inhumans, where it's the first baby of Black Bolt Medusa, actually is talked about in this book right here, and it's just a beautiful cover on this one. So I grabbed that one. All right. Secret Origins. This is what is this one? 35. This is one, if you're into Booster Gold, you might want to look for this book. This is the origin of Booster Gold, first origin of Booster Gold. So Secret Origins, number 35. Was happy to find these. This one, Strange Adventures 177. This is the first Immortal Man. Now, this character may show up in Legends of Tomorrow, and the only reason I'm saying may is that he's actually the main antagonist to Vandal Savage. With Vandal Savage being the main antagonist in the Legends of Tomorrow, it wouldn't be a huge stretch to see that character show up. Has similar powers. If he dies, he gets reborn, but he gets reborn into like a young person, old person, different person all the time. So, and this was the Strange Adventures I was the most happiest to find. I already have his first appearance, but this is number 190, which is Animal Man in his costume, the first Animal Man in costume. So very happy to have that. This book here, when did this book get to be a $30 to $40 book? I found this, I showed this a few bitches back, but this is the painted cover of Star Wars 81 with Boba Fett and Han Solo and Chewbacca and every Leia, all of those people on the cover. Look that book up on eBay. That book is going for crazy money. Found 13, needed that for the run. And then, like everyone else, it's either Mr. Unknown Comics or UFO, I think, that was showing 85,000 of these things. This is Star Wars number 2, the first appearance of Han Solo and Chewbacca in comics. All right, and this I'm just showing this because the Preacher is, if you're going to be watching Walking Dead this Sunday, Preacher's preview is going to be on that. So very excited for that. Hopefully it'll be a cool show. So that's just the Preacher Tall in the Saddle special. All right, was able to find Adam Hughes' first work in The Maze Agency. So if you're a big Adam Hughes fan, all right. I think Comic Fan and Comic Hoarder 410 just picked that up not too long ago. All right, moving along here, almost done. So find a place to put these. All right, I think this is the last stack of books. Yeah, this is the Deadpools that I picked up over the week, or the last few weeks. This is all first ongoing series. This is number 27 with Wolverine. Number 36, number 39, number 41, number 49 with the bondage, or the James Bond homage. This is the homage to Detective First Robin. This is number 51 with the first Kid Deadpool. Number 55. Super happy to have. I actually have this one and this one were probably one of the better ones I found. But this one for sure, number 55. So I now have 54 and 55 in the collection. Happy about that. 56. 59, which is part of the Weapon X run. 61, which is The Funeral for a Freak, Part 1. This book is pretty expensive too. All right. This is the 1 in 15 variant to number 27. It's a Superhero Squad variant to Deadpool 27 out of the the current, I don't know if it's current now, but the one where he died. All right. This one, happy to find finally. This is the Deadpool team up number 1 with Widow Wade. Very happy to have that one. Another one super happy to have. Deadpool's first, baby's first Deadpool book. Super happy to have those 2 books. Some big key books for Deadpool off. And here's some other books that maybe you do know that he was in them and maybe you don't, but non-traditional ones. This is X-Force Annual number 1, I believe. Yup, and that you can see Deadpool right there. All right, this one's been talked about a few times, but this finds my 3rd book of this. There were 3 of those Secret Defenders with Deadpool in them, early Deadpool. So happy to have that. Here's one that you might not realize has Deadpool in it. Web Spinners number 7 has Deadpool appearance in there. And another early appearance of Deadpool, Deadly Foes, starter deck comic thingy-mabob. So, all right. So a nice little under 20-minute video. So I'm going to keep it under 20 minutes. So this is Vin Crew saying thank you so much for watching. Once again, have a safe and happy Halloween. Thank you.